Most people think wealthy retirees got rich by buying the right things. But here's the truth nobody talks about. They stayed rich by stopping to buy the wrong things. And those wrong things, they're not what you'd expect. We're not talking about yachts or private jets. We're talking about everyday purchases, things you probably bought last week that are quietly draining your wealth without you even realizing it. Today, we're breaking down 8 things wealthy retirees deliberately stopped buying and why cutting these out could be the single most powerful financial move you make this year. Stay until the end because number 8 is the one that surprises everyone. Let's get into it. Here's a stat that'll change how you look at car lots forever. A brand new car loses 20% of its value the moment you drive it off the lot. Within 5 years, it's worth roughly 40% of what you paid for it. Wealthy retirees know this. That's why they stopped buying new cars decades ago. Instead, they buy certified pre-owned vehicles, 2 to 3 years old, low mileage with the warranty still intact. They get 90% of the car for 60% of the price. But here's where it gets even smarter. Many wealthy retirees don't just stop at used cars, they keep their cars longer. The average person replaces their vehicle every 3.5 years. Wealthy retirees, they drive the same car for 10, sometimes 15 years. Think about what that means over a 20-year retirement. If you're buying a new $45,000 car every 4 years, that's nearly $225,000 over 2 decades, not counting interest if you financed it. Drive smart. Your car is transportation, not a trophy. If there's one word that makes wealthy retirees cringe, it's timeshare. The pitch sounds incredible. A luxury vacation property, all yours for a fraction of the cost. But what they don't tell you in that resort presentation room is this. The average timeshare costs $22,000 up front. Annual maintenance fees run $1,000 to $3,000 per year. The resale value? Close to zero. In fact, thousands of timeshares are listed for $1 on eBay and still don't sell. Wealthy retirees stopped buying into this illusion entirely. Instead, they use points-based travel systems, travel credit cards, or simply rent vacation homes through platforms like Airbnb or VRBO when they need them. Pay for the experience, never buy the liability. Every time you buy an appliance, a TV, a laptop, the salesperson leans in and says, "Would you like to add the extended warranty for just a few dollars more?" Sounds reasonable, right? Here's what wealthy retirees figured out. Extended warranties are almost always a bad deal. Consumer research shows that for most electronics and appliances, the chance of a major repair within the warranty window is low. And when repairs are needed, the cost is often comparable to what you paid for the warranty itself. The retailers and stores that sell these warranties make enormous profit margins on them, sometimes 50% or more. That margin exists because most people never use them. Wealthy retirees do this instead. They self-insure. They take the money they would have spent on warranties and put it in a dedicated emergency fund for repairs. Over time, they almost always come out ahead. Stop paying for peace of mind you probably won't need. Self-insure instead. This one is silent. You don't feel it, but it's bleeding you dry. Here's what subscription creep looks like. You signed up for Netflix, then Hulu, then Disney+, then HBO Max, then a meal kit service, then an app here, a premium tier there, then a gym membership you forgot about. The average American household pays for subscriptions they don't regularly use, totaling anywhere from $200 to $500 per month. That's $2,400 to $6,000 a year gone. Wealthy retirees do a quarterly subscription audit. They sit down every 3 months, pull up their bank statements, and cancel everything they haven't used in 30 days. No guilt, no "I might use it someday." Gone. In retirement, your cash flow is king. Letting subscriptions pile up is like having small leaks in a boat. Each one seems harmless. Together, they sink you. Audit your subscriptions this week, right now, today. You will be shocked at what you find. This might seem obvious, but bear with me because the psychology here is fascinating. Wealthy retirees don't play the lottery, not because they're above it, but because they deeply understand expected value. When you buy a $2 lottery ticket, the statistically expected return is about 50 cents. You are, on average, losing $1.50 every single time you buy one. Now multiply that by the millions of people buying tickets weekly, and you see why lotteries are sometimes called a tax on people who don't understand math. But it goes deeper than that. The real danger isn't the $2 ticket, it's the mindset it creates. Gambling, scratch tickets, casino visits, they train your brain to look for quick wins over consistent growth. Wealthy retirees built their wealth through boring, consistent, compound growth. They didn't win it, they built it, slowly, steadily, patiently. Don't buy the dream, build the reality. Now, I want to be clear, this isn't about never having life insurance. Life insurance serves a genuine purpose. But here's what wealthy retirees figured out. Whole life insurance sold as an investment vehicle is almost always a bad deal. Here's the pitch. You pay premiums, you're covered for life, and it builds a cash value you can access. Here's the reality. The fees are high, the returns are low, and for decades, your money grows at a rate that barely keeps up with inflation, while a commissioned agent earns thousands off your policy. Savvy retirees use a simple alternative: term life insurance plus invest the difference. Buy a term policy for pure coverage. It's cheap. Then take the money you would have spent on the whole life premium and put it into an index fund or retirement account. Over 30 years, the wealth accumulation is staggering. Insurance is for protection. Investing is for growth. Keep them separate. Here's something that will surprise you. Study after study on millionaire spending habits, including Thomas Stanley's famous research in The Millionaire Next Door, reveals that the truly wealthy rarely buy designer logos or status symbols. It's the aspiring wealthy who buy them, people who want to look rich, but people who are rich? They've already proven themselves. They have nothing to display. Wealthy retirees stopped buying $500 handbags with logos on the outside, luxury watches to wear to brunch, overpriced brand-name clothing when quality generic alternatives exist. They buy for quality and longevity, not for the label. Here's the mindset shift. Every dollar you spend on signaling wealth to others is a dollar that isn't building your wealth. The most expensive thing you'll ever buy is someone else's opinion of you. Stop paying that bill. And here it is, number 8, the one that surprises everyone. Wealthy retirees have a rule. If they can't explain it simply, they don't buy it. Not complex structured products with guaranteed returns that seem too good to be true, not variable annuities with 47 pages of fine print, not cryptocurrency schemes pitched by influencers, not exclusive investment opportunities that aren't available to the general public. Warren Buffett has said it best: never invest in a business you cannot understand. The financial industry profits enormously from complexity and confusion. Products that are hard to understand often have hidden fees, lockup periods, surrender charges, and terms that benefit the seller, not you. Wealthy retirees keep their portfolios simple. Low-cost index funds, diversified bonds, real estate they understand, cash reserves for emergencies. Simple is powerful. Simple is transparent. Simple is how you stay rich for decades. If it's confusing, walk away. Your instinct is trying to protect you. Listen to it. So, let's recap the 8 things wealthy retirees stopped buying to stay rich. Number 1, new cars. They buy used and keep them long. Number 2, timeshares. They pay for experiences, not liabilities. Number 3, extended warranties. They self-insure instead. Number 4, unused subscriptions. They audit ruthlessly every quarter. Number 5, lottery tickets and gambling. They build wealth, not chase luck. Number 6, Whole life insurance as investment. They separate coverage from growth. Number 7. Status symbols and luxury branding. They buy quality, not logos. And number 8. Financial products they don't understand. They keep it simple. Here's the thing. Getting rich requires making the right moves, but staying rich is really about stopping the wrong ones. None of these 8 things are dramatic. None require a financial genius. They just require awareness and the discipline to say no to things that don't serve your future. If this video gave you even one idea to act on today, drop it in the comments. I read every single one. And if you haven't already, hit subscribe. Every week, we break down real strategies for building, protecting, and growing your wealth. See you in the next one.